They make that introduction look so much more badass than the game it actually is. Like, it looks like it's going to be some awesome shonen fighting anime. But no, it's actually Disgaea, which is known for not taking itself seriously 90% of the time and just being a ridiculous over-the-top strategy RPG. One, two, three, four. But yeah, the other 10% of the time though, it makes it very... the 10% probably is more impactful than 70% of Final Fantasy. I'm not going to cut out the entire Final Fantasy, but... yeah.
Since the dawn of time, humans have always feared the darkness.
Achievement for starting the game.
Vampires, werewolves, zombies, ghosts. Although it differs slightly from culture to culture, people's fear of the darkness has grounded them into living conservatively. In the current world, thanks to wars, terrorism, weapons of mass destruction, accidents caused by human error, and daily incidents of murder, humans have grown to fear the actions of their own kind, even more than the darkness itself. This is the story of a group of heroes who have stood up to fight back against such a corrupted society.
The fresh, dripping blood, veins sinking into its skin. Oh, what a splendid taste. The extract of life overflows and fills my body. I can feel its power. Oh, the waves of ecstasy. How magical. Are these insignificant creatures known as sardines?
His name is Val, an elite vampire who was once feared for being a tyrant. In spite of his legend, he now spends his life in Hades, the netherworld's prison, admiring sardines. His werewolf steward, Fenric, who routinely showers his master with praise and compliments.
As expected of you, Lord Val. No matter the hardships or circumstances, you are ever the optimist, my lord.
Listen to this, Fenric. Sardines are the most ideal food because they are full of nutrients, like omega-3 fatty acids.
In other words, they cleanse your blood, prevent various diseases, and help you to burn more fat.
I've been here for quite some time, but I never knew these cheap sardines possess so much potential. One should never underestimate the studies that are conducted in the human world. There is no doubt that my body is benefiting from these sardines' nutrition. This is evolution. My body is truly evolving since the time I was credited as being a tyrant.
The fact that you don't even acknowledge it as a degeneration is one of my Lord Valvatore's many formidable powers. Care for another to enhance your evolution, my lord?
This one looks rather juicy and delicious. Wait a second.
So one thing to keep in mind about Fenric, he is incredibly loyal to Valvatores. But just because he wants what's best for him doesn't mean that he's always on the morally uprighteous side, shall we say, as we're about to see right now.
Yes, is there a problem?
Rick! Once again, you have attempted to sneak this into my meal! The blood of humans!
As expected, my lord, you saw right through my deception.
Of course! Never doubt a vampire's sense of smell.
I only meant it as a gift to my master, who has lost his power due to a foolish promise that he made in the past. Since you can't abide breaking promises, I figured it would be prudent for you to imbibe it unintentionally. Do you disapprove?
How many times do I have to tell you? A proud demon like myself would never break a promise. Demons' promises are supposed to be sacred. They're
I admire that you have retained your values as a demon, even after you lost your powers and fell to Hades.
Lord Val, all of the Prinnies have been gathered. Please come to the Prinnie Factory.
Oh dear.
You, Prinnie! Repeat what you just said!
I'm just gonna stop autoing here because, someone messed up.
Hey! I only asked you to come to the factory.
Fool! You forgot to include dude in all of your lines!
Yep.
Prinnie rule number 1. You shall always include the word dude in every line you say.
Get used to hearing this.
You're absolutely right, dude. I'm sorry, dude.
Too late! You must start over from level 1.
Oh dear.
Level 1 Prinnie task, scrubbing the toilet.
Can't even master the basics. The quality of the human souls is decreasing by the day.
Yeah, the Prinnies aren't quite... I mean, Prinnies have always been the Mook level enemy in any game you play, really.
That is why I have to do this. I vowed to become a Prinnie instructor the very day I fell to Hades because I knew that was my true calling.
What an impressive ability to overwrite his memory of losing his power and being forced to take the least wanted job in the Netherworld. This is another one of his formidable powers. He can convert any suffering that he's been through into something positive. You're way too good to be a lowly Prinnie instructor, my lord. Someday, I, Fenric, will.
Let's go, Fenric! It's time to fulfill our duty. Episode 1. Rebels of Hades.
AKA the training episode. But I'm going to go through all the training stuff anyway because it is more of this game's fantastic writing. Before we get going, I've gathered some support forces to help you with your tasks. I want to press K. These people will come along and follow you, as Prinnie instructors in training. I'm a fighter, a warrior. Physical attacks and close combat are my specialties. Pleased to meet you, my lord. I'm a Red Skull, a magician. I'll take care of magic attacks. Nice to meet you, my lord. I'm a healer. I'm a cleric. I'll support you with my healing powers. Thank you for having me, my lord. Very nice, Fenric. How considerate of you. I was worried I wouldn't be able to handle my job adequately with a steady increase of new Prinnies. Very well, neophytes. As a fully fledged Prinnie instructor, pay attention to my leadership. Follow in my footsteps. Fighter, Red Skull, and Healer have become your followers. I don't care what names they've been given by the random name generator because I know that I'm going to call the Fighter Ranger, I'm going to call the Red Skull Kevin, and I'm going to call the Healer Athena. Because it's just a thing I do every time I rename them after my very first Disgaea run. Oh, one more thing. I have good news for you, my lord. Please take solace, my lord. We have caught the sardine thief. This is most excellent news, Fenric. The fight for sardines has finally come to an end. As punishment, this one was to work for me for free. Forever. Yes, my lord. Meow, meow. Cat Saber, the sardine thief, was forcefully enlisted into following you. Now let's proceed, everyone, to the Prinnie Factory! new theme at the ranking shop. Okay, so the important thing is, every chapter you want to hang around the center area because there's going to be treasure chests everywhere. 100 hell obtained, but yeah, I get the feeling that they vanish every time, or maybe it's just one treasure chest. I'm actually not sure now. I didn't play much of this game, but I really liked it. Enough to be a Disgaea fan, pairing life, and even play more of the games. I mean, I have the Disgaea 1 Let's Play, which this is a let's try. This is to just sort of buy me some inspiration to go do some proper editing later, but for now, I'm gonna graduate soon, dude! I'm so excited! In the netherworld, you'll be thrown around because your master feels like it, and you'll be treated by a doormat. Your master will probably take all your money and blame every crime on you. I hear there's bullying from high-class demons too. Maybe I don't want to graduate just yet, dude. I'm a pretty instructor too, so I thought I'd do the same as Fenric and call you Lord Val, but then he got super mad at me. Of course! The only one allowed in this world to call my master Lord Val is me. Remember that if you want to live. It's just a light-hearted joke, right, Lord Val? I'll kill you! Yeah, we kind of lost him, didn't we? Yeah, these are all the different facilities that we're going to check out. One thing that I liked about Disgaea 6, they took out the Netherworld Hospital. You don't have to check in after every battle to heal up. Instead, they just give you the prizes. I'm sorry, we're still getting ready. Thanks for your patience. Yeah, we's gonna have to do some renaming sooner or later. You used to be a tyrant, weren't you? The pretty instructor is a bottom-rung job. How can you stand living like this? I made a promise to the warden. You're a strange demon to be giving promises to the warden like that. As long as you're here, we'll continue to work hard, dude. Wouldn't even mind staying in Hades forever, dude. Don't be stupid. Hurry up and graduate from Hades so that you can pay for your sins. Dude, I'm sorry, dude. I'm very, very sorry, dude. It's alright, as long as you understand your job is to atone for your sins. Remember that. Also, hang on. Yeah, this Alrune actually has the class Alrune Convict. You have to remember, Hades is the absolute bottom of the netherworld. Which is why everyone's a convict. There's so much freedom in Hades. I'm living the good life here. I'm thankful that it's better than I expected. Just because you're free doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. The criminal's duty is to atone by reflecting on their crimes. Oh yeah, don't worry about that. You don't have to tell me, I reflect on it all the time. Your attitude certainly doesn't show it. Hello? Presidential Campaign Tips, first issue. Here we will post bits of knowledge and techniques to help run the corruptment. We get updated every so often, so come by periodically to check. Some things are more important than taking care of prinnies. Hades is like the Netherworld's rehab center with a prison and a prinny detention center. But everyone roams free, so I'm bored. Unlike you prison guards, we're busy, not to mention the number of prinnies is increasing. If you're bored, why don't you help my lord? Yeah, I'm not interested in training prinnies. Cleopatra. You're just a prinny instructor, Gee. Don't act like you're all important or anything. Your sidekick is just messing with your head. Don't press your luck, Gee. Who are you calling sidekick, you rotten mushroom? I am Lord Val's loyal steward. Make that mistake again and I'll kill you. You didn't deny the part about messing with your master's mind, Harry? Yep, I thought so. No one's shop is running right now. They're still setting up. Please come back later. Remember this girl? Well, maybe if you watched Disgaea PC or watch any sort of Disgaea 1. But yeah. Please select the place you wish to travel to, Lord Val Torres. Basic controls.
After death, the souls of human sinners are sent to Hades. When they arrive in Hades, the Netherworld's prison, they are processed to become Prinnies at the Prinny Factory. The Prinnies go through extensive training in Hades before being sent off to the Netherworld or Celestia. They are to work diligently in a strict and harsh environment until they can pay for their sins.
There you all are. You've gathered here just as I ordered.
Hang on.
Yes, sir! Just as you ordered, dude!
Excellent. Now listen up, Prinnies. Today is your very last day in Hades. You have all died and were sent to Hades. Why is that?
Because we committed crimes, dude!
That's right. You're lowly criminals. And who educated you peons who didn't even know how to speak like a Prinny?
Lord Val, dude!
Correct! I've raised you all to become great Prinnies, so that you can be shipped out to the Netherworld at any time. Today is the day you've been waiting for. Today, you will go forth and work hard to pay for your sins.
But first, we need to teach you how to play the game. There is one last thing I wish to say now that you've reached this day. This is the very last tutorial I shall give you. Press I if you're confident enough. The battle will begin immediately. Let the lesson begin. I'm going to give you one last lesson today, so listen very carefully. Aye, dude! I'll start with the basics of battle. Anyone can fight a battle, but no one can win without knowing these basics. First, bring the cursor to the base panel. Select someone to summon.
Your back is wide open.
If you pick the wrong one, move the cursor over to that character, press L to cancel.
I'll teach you a lesson.
If the map is hard to see, rotate with Q or E. You can change your point of view by pressing Q or E while holding down J. You need these commands for certain maps, so good to make note of this now. Let's learn to give commands to the summoned characters. As you may already know, I like fighting my enemies face to face, therefore I move next to the enemy. When the move is done, select the attack command. That's all it takes to issue commands. Let's execute the registered commands. Bring up the menu with I and select Execute or Enter. We'll choose Execute here. That's the flow of actions. Remember, it's just Command, I, Execute. Why can't we attack immediately, dude? Because you must also consider team attacks and combos when you're in battle. Let Fenric and I show you an example of issuing two actions. Come, Fenric! Yes, my lord.
Here I come!
Let's go, Fenric!
This was a PS3 game. They got to be a lot more flashy with the team attacks. In fact, there's one 4-man team attack that I hope that I get a chance to show, but probably won't because we're already more than halfway done of my usual episode time. Those were some intense attacks, dude. That was totally awesome! And there you have team attacks and combos. A team attack can activate when 2 to 4 allies are next to each other on the battle map. Combos activate when consecutive attacks are aimed at a single target. The longer the combo, the stronger each attack gets. So if you really worry about being able to finish someone, you can actually aim your weak attacks at them first and finish up with the strongest ones. I think I don't know whether it's this game, but there's also certain characters that will get an assist attack every time someone else lands an attack in their range. And that can really add up. Even my Lord will be able to demonstrate up to 1/1,000,000th of his original power if he utilizes those two actions well. Exactly! Your ally members will take their actions in the order you assign commands to them. Beginners should keep in mind the best way to connect beautiful combos when they assign their commands. You will not be able to cancel attacks and specials after they've been executed, so pay attention. Got it? Hi, dude! Oh, so what would happen if I chose end turn, dude? Hey! If we do that now! Ah! Lord Valvatores! Lord Val! Damn you, Prinny! Calm down, Penric. My servant must not lose himself due to such insignificant circumstances. Carelessly choosing end turn may lead to these kinds of trouble. Keep that in mind, Prinny. Okay, dude. Penric would kill me for sure if I did that again, dude. Even if you're defeated, you can be revived at the Hades Infirmary. So you won't be dead forever? What a relief, dude. However, you will need to pay to be revived. Be sure to work hard enough so you'll be worth reviving. It will be game over if all your summoned allied members are defeated. However, you can re-challenge any map after losing, so feel free to use that low-level Prinny. You can review this lesson later. That's all for the first part. Now train in battle. It's weird because I remember that killing Valvatores, but maybe I'm getting it mixed up with other Disgaea titles.
I got this!
I'm gonna do it!
Your back is wide open.
Forgive me. Ready, good?
Fooey!
Ready, commando!
So I can tell, right, so we have a 99% chance of hitting. There's a 50% chance that Mongoose will join in, and yeah, the yellow bar shows how much of their health bar you can expect to destroy with this attack. So it's not guaranteed, but it's a good way to gauge how close you're gonna get. So the one that I want Athena to help on is Porkion.
Ready, commando!
Brace yourself!
Huh. So, I remember in other Disgaea games, you'd actually lose your turn if you aim at someone, but they die before you get your turn, so I guess that's different here.
Ready, good?
So then, who do we want to feed experience to? Yeah, see, it turns red, meaning that this attack, if it hits, is going to be lethal.
I thank you.
And then, for all the combo we get rewards from the stage clear. My apologies for the wait, Lord Val. Rosen Queen has finally been established. Good, now I can work on my equipment. As you requested, I've set up a weapon shop, armor shop, and general store. Each character can equip 1 weapon and 3 equipment items. The general store mostly sells consumables, such as healing items. Equipment can customize your fighting style by focusing on weapons or focusing on armor. And consult Zombie Jr. for more details about weapons, he's an expert in the field. Got it! Let's go stock up on equipment and healing items. My lord, one more thing, please accept these funds. 100 heh. Generous. That's a lot of money. We'll be getting much more in the near future. All is for my lord. Well, thank you for letting me know that you're auto-saving. When you think of items, people usually prioritize weapons and armor, but healing items are really important too. That's why you came to the general store to buy items you might just need in a tight situation. Enjoy shopping. So then, if you buy XP potions or mana potions, you can raise the character's mana or their XP without saying put in battle, but it's not the nicest. The HP value shows just how much, or the SP value shows just how much you're going to get from using that item. Which means that you can actually level up your healing items before you use them. I'm not sure why you do that unless there's something you really want from inside. But that's for if I actually do a let's play of this. Oh dear, I should have been reading this out loud. Concentrate on one weapon to be good at. So yeah, Valvatorez is best with swords. Not exactly much of an attack boost really, but I think Fenric... So yeah, let's just go straight into this. The young vampire who's a pretty instructor in Hades. Loves sardines. Huh. Huh. I'm not exactly sure where it tells us where... Weird. But yeah, Fenric is a fist fighter. And these fists are Rosen Queen provide customers with a variety of products to make them happy. But selection changes every time you enter the shop. If you don't like the products, you can leave and re-enter. Enjoy your shopping experience. They don't have what I'd really like, which is boots. So you've got basic, it increases their stats in simple ways type equipment, like the vinyl cloth is your defense and resistance type thing. Seals raise up everything. You can see what they're raising right here. So they're actually very good. But there's a few others. Glasses raise the intelligence slightly, but mostly the hit rate, which is useful for weapons based on that. There's boots, which improve how far you can travel, how high you can jump, and your speed stat, so they're very good for martial artists or things that you want to rush the enemy. Oh, my lord, have you visited the Netherworld nurse yet? If you don't heal up, you'll be beaten to a pulp. Please make sure to save before every battle, you never know what might happen. Fenric, you worry too much. I've been careful with my saves too. I apologize. As you've forbidden yourself from drinking blood, I've seen how you lost your powers and that makes me want to point things out, so... I have sardines! They've given me enough power without drinking blood. Don't worry, Fenric. Right, they added an autosave so we don't have to worry about that, but... Go get hurt, just don't get a game over. Nobody was hurt. For this part of the lesson, I will go over special skills and defense. Aye aye, dude! Special skills can inflict more damage than normal attacks. There are character skills and weapon skills. Character skills can only be used by that character. Weapon skills can be used by human-type units that have the special skills. Just ask the ability shop in Hades later to learn about that.
I'll show you sardine power!
Now, you shall see it for yourself. I'll demonstrate my unique skill as an example. Right, Impaler Prince. This is basically like Lahal's Blazing Knuckle.
I'll teach you a lesson!
Whoa! Lord Val, you're so cool, dude! Unlike normal attacks, you can't activate team attacks with special combos, but you can create combos. Start a combo with normal attacks or team attacks, then add a special skill to be more effective. Now, moving on to defense. Defense will decrease the amount of damage inflicted by enemies. You can protect an ally behind you by using a special skill, if you select defense. Watch me receive a special skill as I do a defense in front of Fenric.
Perish!
Sir Fenric didn't take any damage, dude! Lord, you shouldn't have done that for me. If you use the defense system wisely, you'll be able to carry on a battle by protecting your damaged allies. Will my defense range get bigger if I'm trying to protect a cute girl, dude? It's time for battle! Protect the injured and defeat the enemy with your special skills. Aye aye, dude! So you basically just have to defeat the enemies, right, dude? Yeah, defense gets more useful in other Disgaea titles, let's be fair.
I shall re-educate you!
Here I come!
I got this!
Ready, dude? Ready, commando! My turn!
Okay, he's weak to ice, which we don't have, so we'll just have to go with fireballing him.
Let's go,
late.
Fenric!
I'm still coming!
Ready, commando! Ready, dude?
These aren't very powerful enemies. Fenric just one-shot the guy. Useful thing, if you kill someone with a team attack, everyone involved gets experience. This is useful if you can bottleneck enemies on certain maps. Whoa! It's a 4-man team attack! Sure, why not? Speak of the devil and he shall appear. Welcome back, Lord Val. The ability shop has opened. This is a place to purchase abilities, special skills, and magic. Purchase? I have to pay for them? Well, pay with mana to be exact. You gain that by defeating enemies. You can purchase new abilities at the ability shop. I'll go ahead and briefly explain about this. You can equip up to 2 abilities. One is unique to the unit's job or monster class. In my case, Tyrant Slave is my unique ability. Another can be learned through the ability shop by paying mana. Each ability has a different effect and requires different amount of mana. You can talk to the ability shop for more details regarding them. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how they work this into it, like, Valvatores gets an increase in attack by the number of enemies he beats. Fenric gets a 50% stat boost when he's next to Valvatores. And the fighters get an increase in stats based on adjacent enemies. Skulls increase their skill power, the power of their special skills, but they use way more SP. Healers, yeah, basically it's interesting things like this. Prinnies will explode when thrown. Don't throw prinnies. Welcome to the ability shop. You can learn them here. Humanoid types can equip 1 more, and monster types can equip 2 more. If you pay mana, you can obtain abilities such as this. You can equip the ability, you should equip them that fit with the character's fighting style. You can also pay mana to learn new skills or spells. Equip the abilities and learn the skills that best fit. Valvatores, you're good with swords, I recommend you learn Blade Rush. The tower skills... they're good. They're definitely new to the series and... I need to get my thoughts straight on what I'm saying. Basically, abilities have been introduced a while ago, but I don't feel like they really get going until the... ironically, either Disgaea D2, which is the next one, or Disgaea 5, which was the one after. That was when abilities started to be a real metagame. For now, they're just an interesting single bonus passive you can equip to someone. Okay, this will be the last... maybe the last, maybe not. The third part of the lesson is about lift and throw. Sweet dude! In real battle, enemies won't always be within your reach.
I'll show you sardine power!
Just like that. If you're too far from an opponent, your attack isn't going to reach. Do you know what to do in that situation? Move as close as you can to an enemy, then hit and turn, dude! You fool! You only end up receiving an attack from the enemy on their turn. Use lift and throw to reach an enemy that's far away or on higher ground.
I'll show you! Your back is wide open.
Select the lift command and try to lift me up, Fenric.
Here I come!
Excellent. Now throw me towards an enemy. The circled number is your throwing range. It says 5 panels here, but this depends on the character. Looks like it's too far to reach, even with a throw. What do we do now, dude? Should we give up and end turn? It's too soon to give up. might be able to use that box to compensate for the fight.
Forgive me.
Okay, let's use it. Let's see if this will work.
Time to bust some balls! I got this!
It's perfect! We got so much closer to the enemy, dude! As reward for your enthusiasm, allow me to teach you another important technique that will come in handy. Lift a character who's already lifting a character.
I'm gonna do it! There!
Here I come! Here I come!
Lifting up multiple towers is called making towers. Learn special skills that involve towers at the ability shop and start using powerful tower moves. That's it. Lift, throw, stack, tower, engrave those words into your memory! If you lift multiple enemy units and throw them each and shove them in order, you can move farther. That's correct! There are many other useful tactics, but you have to figure them out for yourself. I'm counting on you! There are a few things to watch out for when using these tactics. You receive damage if you end your turn while lifting an enemy. This is a change from earlier Disgaea titles where having anyone lifted would deal damage to you. Now it's just enemies. Lift and throw can only be used by human type units, not monster type. Lastly, pretties have a tendency of blowing up when thrown. That's all! We'll begin practice with a good opportunity to try out different moves. Hi dude! Is he telling us to try blowing ourselves up too, dude? There's also been games where throwing someone into the base panel was a way to capture them. I think this is one of them, but you have to do a lot more work.
I shall re-educate you!
Yeah.
Here I come!
I don't like
Brace
that
yourself.
they got a different voice actor for the DLC because they mixed in his lines with the original lines with Avataris, and it just bugs me a bit. But as much as I'd love it to play this on the original PS3, I can't. Well, that's not helping, is it?
Ready, dude? Ready, dude?
Counter, 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 counter. So, the red arrow here, that shows how many counters that a character can perform per turn. But, when you commit an action, that eats up your counter. Which is unfortunate, but what you're gonna do. Defend also steals one of your counters, sadly. so silly so quickly. We should heal, just briefly. And maybe look into getting a better sword for Valtoros because, I would say this is maybe the last one, because we're almost an hour. Are you ready for the last part of the lesson? You got it, dude. We're ready. Do you know what these blocks and panels are on the map? They're geo-blocks and geo-panels, dude. Geo-panels are a piece of land that possess spiritual elements. The building blocks of the netherworld, dude. Geo-blocks are the crystallized version of those spiritual elements. That's what our textbook said, dude. That is correct. I'll be using these geo-blocks and panels for the last part of your lesson. One of the most effective fighting tactics is to use geo-effects. Geo-effect is the general term used to represent the effects caused by geo-panels and blocks. Look at the colored panels on the map. You see the top part of the screen where it says blue panel, enemy boost. This means when an enemy is on top of it, they get an attack and defense boost by 50%. This is kind of rude. It's important to note this boost is only effective on enemies. Absolutely, this is a big disadvantage to us, dude. In that case, what should we do, Prinnies? My guess is that we're going to say, end our turn. I'd destroy all the blocks, dude. Well, we're learning. Move the enemy off the panel by throwing them, dude. I'd lure the enemy off the panel before I fight them, dude. As expected of you Prinnies, who I have raised with great care, you're all too smart to be Prinnies. There's another, better way. You can destroy all the geo-panels at once if you use this tactic. Let me teach you the way. Pay attention to the geo-block. It says, geo-block change green. Change green means that when this geo-block is destroyed, the panels on it will change to green. For example, if you destroy the changed green block on top of a blue panel, all blue panels change to green. Don't forget that while the panels are changing colors, all allies, enemies, and blocks on those panels will receive damage. Okay, dude, so we destroy geo-panels by changing their colors? These color changing blocks aren't enough to destroy them. You also need a null block. That is a null geo block. It's currently sitting atop a red panel. All other red panels will be destroyed if you destroy the null block. By using this tactic. I got it, dude! All I gotta do is destroy the null block after changing all panels to the same color. That's correct, you figured it out. Conveniently enough, all of the blocks and panels on this map have been placed so that a perfect clear can be easily demonstrated. To practice, use your creativity and knowledge to solve this map. Okay, dude, it's better for beginners to just change the panel colors one at a time until the panels are all the same color, right? We'll fill in more of the bonus gauge by changing colors and nulling panels. With more bonus, you obtain greater bonus items after clearing the map. Now get to it, and do it as if your lives depended on it. I wish I could get more sardines rather than bonuses. Anyway, this is your final lesson. Good luck! Hi, dude! We want sardines too, dude! But yeah, they're not going to show you how you beat it, but it's really easy to beat.
Here I come!
Lift this, toss it to here. Note that this one is an XP plus 50, so If we did manage to kill these Prinnies sitting on these tiles, then we would actually get a bit more of a bonus for it. But as it is...
Here I come!
As it is, I've already messed up. Although I can just fireball it right now, so...
I shall re-educate you! I got this!
Might as well deploy everyone because we're about to get a lot of points.
Ready, Commando! Ready, dude?
They always have different voices for the Prinnies. It's kind of hilarious because at one point they had the same voice actor as Teddy from Persona. In other Disgaea games, they're more crystals than blocks, meaning that they can't be stacked on top of each other. So it's rather unique in this game only that there are blocks because it leads to another case. Mainly that you can have several blocks of a type, and when they connect they blow up in the same way that they're doing this right now. Yeah, that's an extensive combo. If I had actually killed any enemies while that was happening, things would have been even bigger.
I got this!
Right, I forgot. You don't have to have people lift and throw. You can just move them onto that tile, and they form a tower. Darn, I was hoping that I could show it. Yeah, there's a trick you can pull off where you hit throw and well, okay, but if you hit throw partway through changing from vertical to horizontal or back the other way around, you can actually throw partway between them, which is useful. And yeah, look at all that. Don't skip the event. That means, do you want to skip the cutscene?
Here's a message to all of you Prinnies. You finally completed all of my lessons. No matter what kind of masters you might serve, never forget your pride at being Prinnies from Hades! And lastly, keep in mind that any fool who messes up and gets sent back to Hades will be met with a brutal rehabilitation program.
Aye, aye, dude!
That's the response I like to hear. Allow me to fulfill the promise that I made to you. You shall each receive 1 sardine. They were raised naturally, freshly caught this morning.
Yeah, dude! Sweet, dude! You the man, Lord Val, dude!
Making such a ruckus over a single sardine. These Prinnies have been well deprived by our lord.
Now, Prinnies, enjoy your sardine and go work hard under your future mess.
Dude! Lord Valvatores! Are we shipping out already, dude? I haven't even got to take a single bite out of my sardine yet, dude!
What in Hades is going on here?
Someone just stole our Prinnies.
There's only one idiot who could do such a thing without your permission, my lord. This must be his doing.
This is unacceptable. How am I going to keep the promise I made to the Prinnies? Let's go, Fenric. need to get those pretties back!
Understood. All is for my lord. That man is nothing but a nuisance to my lord. I must make my move now.
And yeah, that is the tutorial finished. Fenric has a plan. We have Prinny's going missing that we have to go save. I don't think I'm going to focus on making this a let's play. This is just a let's try, but still, it's what the game is like. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around. Sardines!